right, so in the first part in this warm up, we're doing knee hugs. And with knee hugs, you want to make sure that you are pulling that knee to your chest, chest stand proud, chin stand level. And that way you are loosening up your glutes, and then adding a skip with an overhand with forward circles. So that way you can get the body warmed up for the different drills that you're going to be doing. It's just another set of that too as well. All right, so the next warm-up drill is going to be a quad pull walk. Where you're just going to pull your ankles and sticking your hips forward, so that way you can stretch out that quad pull. And then you're going to go into a backward arm skip, just loose arm. Just remember the same thing, we're just warming up and getting ready. And just going to bring the same thing going back. And a lot of times when you're dealing with youth athletes, they're uncoordinated, their balance is a little thrown off, and this warm-up drill helps that. So you do this every single day. It's going to help your athlete build a little coordination. All right, so next up in the warm-up we have straight leg march, and we're just gonna keep this straight leg march over with a skip with crossing the arms in the front. Again, I like to add the crossing arms and the skipping just to build that coordination, because a lot of times you'll see it is so funny, even with advanced athletes, that some people just can't coordinate that movement. But straight leg march is going to loosen up those hamstrings a little bit. Next up, we have 1, 2, 3 scoops. And on this drill, we're going to lunge forward, 1, 2, 3, and then lunge forward, and just try to scrape the ground, keeping that chest up. A lot of times you see, even with these young athletes, they're very tight, and even with older athletes, it's hard for them to get down and keeping that chest up. And the goal is to try to touch the track with keeping your chest up the whole entire time. So it's a 1, 2, 3 skip, and then lunge forward, and that's it right there. So this next drill is a side skip with a squat, and you're just gonna cross those arms up top and then cross them at the bottom as well. Again, it's gonna loosen up those hip flexors, and those glutes, and getting a little looser now. Alright, so this is the first drill in our workout. Is we're just gonna start from a sprint to a stop, and just teaching these beginner athletes how to stop. And my youngest son, he actually passed that cone, so I made him do push-ups, and that's a good way to actually get them some kind of resistance training at the same time, but allowing them to actually learn how to stop and control their bodies. This is a very beginner phase of every athlete. Even top athletes can't even. A lot of times they break down wrong. And now we're going to start from I'm teaching them how to do a split stance and a base stance, whereas your feet are together, and then you're gonna, and that's the home base, and then also learn how to do a split stance start. And from there, you will see that we'll go ahead and add a sprint, and then a back pedal as well later on in the video. And now we're just learning how to get that proper technique and keeping that chest up, and also just want to fix all your athletes and make sure they got the proper warm up and everything too as well. Very good drill, but you have to start here, so that way they can actually learn how to change direction, because when it's time to backpedal, they should push off that leg that's in the front and then push straight backwards. Alright, on this one we're going to do a sprint, then the backpedal, you're going to have them pause, and then backpedal on your command, and it should break down right here as well. Same thing, just going to sprint and then backpedal. Getting that proper stance. They messed up, so they got to do push-ups. You see, I love having them do push-ups. Just one, it teaches them discipline, and at the same time, they getting that resistance training right in at the same time. So that's why I love doing that, because a lot of times kids, they don't want to do straight body weight workouts like all together. But if you mix it in the workouts, it actually allows them to get it in at the same time. They don't really realize that they're actually doing it. And same thing here, just in the beginning phases of your training, you want to make sure that your form is key, because as we go into the more advanced exercises, if you have any kind of muscle imbalances, you're going to cause injuries to your athletes. So you want to make sure that they're actually doing things the correct way. All right, so this next drill is what's called the actual T drill, where your athlete is going to sprint, do a shuffle to the right, then shuffle all the way to the left, and then come back to the middle cone and backpedal. So as he's shuffling, he should be a little lower than that. His chest is good. His chest is up, so that way he can change direction. But at the same time, you want to have your athlete shuffling, keeping your eyes on you, because you're going to give them commands later on with different things. Now, in this T drill, you can actually change it up to different things. You don't have to just shuffle, but you can either do a sprint here, side run over there, a side run straight back, or you can just do a sprint. So you can change it up and just mix it up as you want, and throw all the different drills that you've been teaching your athletes how to do, like such as side run or a shuffle. Alright, so this next drill is what's called the W drill. And this W drill is basically, you're going to teach your athlete how to sprint and backpedal. It's a fun way for young athletes and most football players learn, actually defensive backs learn this drill. But it teaches you how to keep that chin over your feet, and that way it allows you not to fall down. And kids love this drill for some reason, just because they have to keep their eyes on you the whole time, and they have your attention the entire time that they're doing this one. But just remember, teach your athletes to keep their chin over your feet the entire time, so that way you don't fall on your butt. In one of these clips, Eli he did fall down. This guy right here, he did fall down. But the reason why he fell was because he had his chin over him, over his feet. I mean, not over his feet. And you want to have your athletes just do this about 2 or 3 times, so that way they can get enough reps. And because anything over 3 or 4 reps, you're gonna get burnt out, and then once your form is gone, then you start seeing athletes falling down and tripping, kind of like Eli. He's so tired right now. His form is getting sloppy. But again, this is a very fun exercise. All right, so this next drill, I like to call them fun runs. You just racing, and you're gonna start putting everything that you've done before together in one fun event. So right now, I got them laying flat, some of them in the split stance, and just racing to see who can get back to the finish line as fast as possible. And with kids, athletes, you can do this with pro athletes, and it can get very competitive, because that's just everybody does it, but it's so fun. But basically, you want to add everything that you've been teaching and put it into this drill to make it fun, and that way you can see how they're moving. And over time, when you do this every single day or every single training session, you will see them get quicker and faster, and you will see them putting everything that you're teaching them all in one place together. So here's that shuffle, and you're gonna shuffle back, then they sprint all the way through, and then turn and sprint back again. So again, just putting everything together, and from stopping and going, from side shuffle, side run, and going, you can just mix it up as you want.